Well, hello and welcome to the Pantry Party Show. Woo! You know it's the Pantry Party Show when you've got a disco ball. Yeah, baby. So the Pantry Party Show has officially hit 10 episodes. This is the 11th episode. And we have a very special registered dietitian coming on. She is from Chicago. Her handle is at Once Upon a Pumpkin. And she lives right across the street from me. I basically can look in her condo. So this is going to be extra special. And if you... Oh, loving the arm warmers. Thank you. I felt like we all needed a little ray of sunshine, or at least I did, right? So I put on this black shirt, and I was like, girl, you need to up the ante, rainbow time. So if you are a fan or if you're new to the Pantry Party Show, here's how it works. 3 parts. We meet a guest, okay? We go in their pantry, fridge, and freezer with no judgment, okay? And then we take something that they have in their kitchen as a jumping off point, and we concoct and we create and we meal storm a meal idea. And the idea with this whole shenanigans is to inspire us to use what we have in our kitchen. We all want to waste less. We want to go to the grocery store less, but we are cooking more at home. So the Pantry Party Show is that inspiration we need. I see Once Upon a Pumpkin has joined. Request to enter, girl. And we will, or I can actually tell you to come in. Hold, please. Let's see. Once Upon a Pumpkin. Let's get you in here, girl. Oh, I typed it wrong. Hang on. There we go. Get her in. All right. Oh, there. Thank you. I did.
And actually, you could even explain how you say your last name, because here's how I say it. Maggie Pumpkin. I only know you. Hi, how are you? I only know you as Maggie Pumpkin. In my phone, if I want to text you, all I need to do is hit Maggie Pumpkin, because I'm like, do I even need your last name? I mean, Pumpkin is all we know. So I was telling everybody about the Pantry Party Show, 3 parts. Meet a guest, go into the pantry, fridge, and freezer with no judgment, and concoct some kind of earth-shattering, mind-blowing meal. So for the first part, let's meet you. Maggie Pumpkin, tell us all about you.
Well, as you know, Dawn, I'm a registered dietitian here in Chicago, food blogger at Once Upon a Pumpkin. It all started with pumpkins, but has definitely molded and evolved into so much more than that. So I just started my Instagram by posting all about pumpkin stuff, because I was like, wow, this is crazy. Like, all this pumpkin stuff is coming out at Trader Joe's, pumpkin yogurt, like pumpkin everything. But then I was like, wait, this is an amazing ingredient that you can use in so many different ways. So through Instagram, through my blog, I try to just, inspire some more fun foods with nutrition and help women feel really good about their bodies, a little body love and acceptance, and good and fun meals.
All right. I mean, thank you for that. And I got to dive into this. At what point did you really say to yourself, I'm going to make my handle on Instagram all about pumpkins, like Once Upon a Pumpkin? I know you have evolved to do other things, but that really is, it's how you're known, right?
Yeah. So it all started, I was in my dietetic internship, and one of the interns with me was like, you seem to be talking about all these pumpkin foods that you're finding all the time. And I was like, and that's kind of when Instagram was, I don't know if it was just starting at that point, but I didn't know what it was. It was just starting for me. So I was like, okay, I'll just have fun with this. I didn't really have an expectation at all. I didn't know people could use it, as a business tool. That was kind of when it was still really evolving for that. And so I've stuck with that as my niche, because the fall does bring me so much joy, and I love that time, and I love all things pumpkin, but it has evolved to other things as well.
I love that. And you know what? That is the common theme every single episode for every single boss babe I've had on. It is some sort of just a little tap from a sign from the universe of like, hey, wouldn't this be a good idea? And then you're like, oh, I guess I'll go follow those breadcrumbs. And so I love that. I think that is very cool. And I know that part of how I learn about people is their Instagram bio, right? So however many characters that is, it's like I can find out everything I need to know about friends, colleagues, whatever, just read their bio. And I was like, well, because I'm a professional host, I did
Right.
my homework before this call, and I saw in your bio it said new book July. So is there a new pumpkin goodies to come our way?
There is, there is. So, I don't know if you remember, but about a year or two ago, I just self-published a pumpkin cookbook. I was like, this has got to be it. I want sweet and savory recipes, dog treats, pumpkin everything. And that book was lucky enough to get like discovered by a publishing company who now we're taking it big time. So the real book is coming in July. So I'm really excited.
I love that. And you know what? I think there's value in self-publishing, but my books have
Yes.
had publishers, and I do, it feels big. Like it does feel big. Like you said, like you feel discovered and you're like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh. So congratulations. I think that's
Thank
great
you.
for more of the world to see your pumpkin stuff. So we've
Yes.
met you. We're enamored with you. Now we need to know, is there anything in your house? I mean, we know there's pumpkin. Is there
There
anything in
is.
your house that is either about to go bad or an ingredient that you've had that you don't know what to do with, or because you're a pro, so that's how I usually will do it for people who aren't in the food biz, or is there something that you are just like totally crushing on right now that you love as one of your stay safe at home meals?
So I feel like we are sort of getting to that point where like we were putting a lot of effort into our meals and like having fun, getting creative with them. And now I feel like I've like reached like a point of like, okay, like what's for dinner today? It's getting a little boring. Not feeling like, wanting to put so much effort into it. So definitely have cans of pumpkin. I have cans of beans, as I'm sure everyone does at this point.
Although I could not, and for the life of me, I have not been able to find chickpeas.
Really?
Yes. So we're gonna have to talk
I'll have to
about
bring you one.
where your chickpea stash
Yeah.
is, because I love that chickpea cookie dough. I just feel like that's
Yes.
just such it's like craveable, but yet it feels like you're getting your beans. And I haven't been able to find my chickpeas, so I've been making black bean brownies for
Ooh,
myself.
those are good.
But you know what, I hear you about that whole. It's like it was sort of like kind of a fun thing at the beginning that you're like, oh my gosh, I'm just going to use what I have in my house. And now
Yeah.
it is getting to the point where it's like, oh my gosh, like I legit need to have something interesting for dinner. So like, how do you usually get inspiration? Like where do you decide what you're having for dinner?
Sometimes I feel like it comes from just like a flavor that you're craving. You're like, ooh, like I really want Mexican food today, or like something Asian-y. So I'll just like kind of see what I have and round up those types of ingredients. I do get a lot of inspiration from social media, Pinterest. I'll see something and I'll be like, ooh, like I like that, but I want to change it or put pumpkin into it or
Yes.
something like that.
That's
That's
exactly
where my
right. You're
mind
like,
goes.
you know what? That would be a delicious meal, but the only thing
Yeah.
is it needs pumpkin. It needs pumpkin.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm the same way. I call it theme eating. And so basically I'm like,
I
I
love
feel
that.
like a theme. So it'll be like, oh, it's like Mediterranean theme vibe or whatever. Or like you said, it's taco night or Asian stir fry type of thing. So I agree with you. So getting inspiration from that. I love visuals like you. Like I'll just take an ingredient that I have and like Google image it and just
That's
see like
awesome.
what comes up. And I'm like, oh, that picture. I don't know what the recipe is, but I could make something that looks similar to that picture.
Yeah.
So it's so good. We're very similar in how we get our inspiration. So like, what is there anything in your house that you're like, hey, we really would like to use this up, or that you and I can meal storm about?
Yeah, so it's not the most like out of the box idea, but I think it's a good starting point. So at the beginning of the week, we actually roasted a whole chicken.
Ah,
So I just want to use that up like every single day so that we don't waste any of it. But it's
yes.
kind of like, okay, what do we do with the rotisserie chicken again? So
Well,
rotisserie chicken.
I love that. I think a lot of people have, either they made a chicken
Mhm.
like you. I feel like that's very domestic. I don't
It
know.
was easy. It was
I
easy.
love that. It's great. So I love that you did that. I have a girlfriend, Jane, who did like a whole turkey.
Whoa.
And I was like, that for two people, she was like eating turkey.
Yeah.
So I
Like a
like this. It's
threesome
a
of that.
great jumping off point because I think a lot of people probably have this, right?
Yeah.
What do you do with chicken? Now I would like to do some peeking around
Yes.
the pumpkin household, if you wouldn't mind.
Yes.
Show us anything, pantry,
Okay.
fridge, freezer, anything, any goodies.
Okay, so I did pull out, I mean, I was ready for you. I've got this ready to go. I pulled this
Pumpkin.
out. I had black beans. I have some other chickpeas over there too. So we have that to work with. I don't know if this is a good, so you can kind of
Oh,
see
yeah.
into my, this is like I feel like this is like an everyday, like you can see I've got like some canned salmon in here. This is like rice and like some canned soups, honey, like oils, spices, obviously. I know I'm giving you the full tour here. So
I
like this
love
side,
it. This is
this
great.
side is more like snack, trying to be organized, but you know, when you're grabbing for snacks, sometimes it's like just get to that. So that's what we've got here. I've got like more staples below, like just cans and like pasta sauce, like wraps, basic things like that. But I think, yeah. Oh, the other thing that I thought would be cool is I do have this golden beet that I bought a few
I
weeks
love this.
ago.
This is very fun. It's like it's you're like, I just want to start with chicken, and then you're like, I've got a golden beet. I've got this.
Yeah.
I think that's so fun. Okay,
How
cool.
fun
That's
is
a
this?
good pantry. It
Yeah.
is very cool. What about can we do peeky peeks in fridge and freezer? No.
I mean, I
You're
told you
like,
we got the chicken.
no.
Other stuff that we have, I mean, I have like plain yogurt, which could be cool to use for something
What's your veggie
super
stitch?
versatile.
What's your veggie stitch?
So I feel like I tend to buy the same types of veggies on a, you know, weekly basis, and I feel like I just stocked up on some as I'm not trying to go to the grocery store that much. So usually peppers, onions, zucchini, all about the zucchini. So I definitely have those in there. I'm trying to think what else. Like that's about it. We have like serrano peppers
I like
and
that you
jalapenos.
got hearts for I think at zucchini. People were like,
Oh, really?
hearts.
Like,
I don't know.
love
Are there
that
like major
zucchini.
zucchini watchers out there? I don't know. Maybe they were hearting something else. I don't know. Okay, so we have a good stash of vegetables because I'm actually running pretty low on vegetables right now. We have like a little bit of arugula left. We have a bunch of cauliflower rice. And then we have a
Okay.
bunch of like frozen spinach, but I'm trying to use everything up before we go to the grocery store. You know what I
Greens
mean?
have been like, you know, because I'll get like a bag of arugula, but like it doesn't last that long. And like, yeah, I'm kind of running low on that too.
Yeah, we do greens where we'll buy greens, we eat as much of the stuff that's flimsy as we can, and then freeze even the fresh stuff.
Oh,
So like
yeah.
if we'll freeze fresh kale and we'll freeze fresh spinach and blah, blah, blah. Okay, so you're saying, what are you, so you're telling me I have a chicken, I have got a golden beet.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck with that.
We could roast it up.
We could do that. Okay, so what's your theme? What's your favorite profile? Because when I think of like a golden beet, I'm right away thinking like turmeric, and I'm thinking like
Ooh.
curry-esque, like if there's raisins in your house and like maybe like a golden beet chicken curry type thing. But if you don't
Ooh,
feel
I
like
love
that,
that.
we shouldn't do it.
I don't have raisins. I think I only have like dried cranberries that I put in cookies.
I like that. Hey, that sounds good. I would do that.
What I was thinking with the rotisserie chicken, because we haven't done this in a while, is sort of like a enchilada, but maybe it doesn't need to necessarily be all the typical enchilada flavors. But it could be something like that.
I've done these, and so I'm sure you have. You've done pumpkin enchiladas before.
I have.
Yes. So I mean, those are fun, but that's not different for you. What about like I call it pizza in a pinch? Would you make any sort of like chicken with you had said you had wraps below there.
Yeah.
So maybe it's like a turmeric chicken and beets pizza.
Ooh, I love that. I have a pizza crust too. That could be cool, but I like it on a wrap actually.
Because do I love that? I do. Because why do I feel like golden beets are so big? Because they're color coordinated. Golden beet goes with turmeric. Why?
Yeah.
Because they're color coordinated. But I really do like that for you. I feel like you have so many spices that we should be able to do something with that.
Totally. I've got like some Indian spices. Definitely have turmeric. We could do the chicken on there. I haven't done like chicken on a pizza. But it's kind of reminding me of like beets, kind of reminding me of like pineapple on pizza, but better, but different.
Okay, what would be, so if you did because I love whether you do your crust or if you have a wraps at home, because we don't have a pizza crust, but we would have wraps. So if I wanted to do something like this, we could. So it's like that. What would we put down as the sauce? Just marinara sauce, or would we do like a turmeric marinara sauce? Or would we do like a pumpkin coconut turmeric sauce as like the base?
Ooh.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, maybe something coconut, because that kind of sounds really good. I
Because
do
it's
have
like
coconut.
coconut
Yeah.
curry, chicken pizza with some golden beets on
Whoa.
top. What do you think
That could
about
be
that?
cool. Yeah. I
I
like
mean,
that.
I don't want to pressure. I feel like I might be pressuring, but that is sort of the show. It's like, just shut up and do it.
I'm just thinking like how do I do the base with the coconut? Like I have coconut milk.
Here's what I would do. Okay, so if I had the coconut and I had, because we have to use pumpkin too, don't we? I mean, you're once
Yeah.
upon a pumpkin. So it's like coconut, pumpkin, turmeric, black pepper, obviously,
Yeah.
as the actual, like, instead of marinara. You know, like how people do like white sauce pizzas or
Yeah.
like garlic aioli pizza. It would just be, you'd have that as the sauce. You know, and coconut is so thick that it would still be a thick
Yeah.
saucy
Yeah.
sauce.
I could
And
just
then
like simmer that up.
to maybe get some of the water evaporated. So it would be maybe thicken up a little bit. So you have your crust, then that would be the marinara, but it would basically be pumpkin, coconut, turmeric, and then it would
I
be
love
chicken
that.
on top, and then it would be if you wanted to roast the beet and put the beet on top, great. But let's think about this. Is there any other element that would be like, what would be a fresh cilantro? But I don't have that in my house. Or like green onion, or like what would be like a
Yeah.
topper? Let's think about like, because I always like, whenever I do anything, I like to think about like what's the hot thing, but I always like a little like fresh on top, because it seems like it needs something fresh.
Cashews?
Oh, I love that idea. So it's like
Okay.
a crunch. Then
Crunchy.
that gives it crunchy, because our sauce is mush. The crust will be a little bit toasty. I like that.
Yeah.
But the chicken is, it's not. I love the crunch of a cashew. Dude,
That could
I
be
think this
good.
is a good meal.
Yeah, I like it. Like a Thai pizza. That's so cool.
It is like a Thai pizza, like but you can't say the word Thai when you could use the word turmeric, because turmeric is so hot button
Yes.
cool that
So
it's like,
hot.
as long as you, here's what I know as a
Yeah.
recipe creator myself. If you put in words such as tahini,
Oh yeah. Oh
or
yeah.
turmeric, everybody is gonna be like, "You are a genius!" Like the other day, I posted a dessert that was I'm making like DIY candy bars. So I take dark chocolate, melt it, put it in a candy bar shape, melt it, and then I said, and it's true, I put in because I have squeezable
Yeah.
tahini, so you could like squeeze it on. So I
Yeah.
squeezed it on like that, and I was like, oh, I have some puffed brown rice. So I did like a puffed brown rice tahini
Ooh.
chocolate, and people were like, tahini crunch candy bar? A tahini crunch candy bar? You've got to
Yeah.
open a business on this. So I was like, all right, I guess I will. I guess I'll start
Yeah.
a chocolate shop in my spare time.
Yeah, in your spare time. I was
Yeah.
almost gonna say tahini, like when we were brainstorming the bases of the
You
pizza. I was
have
like,
to.
something with tahini.
You have to. As long as we have turmeric or a tahini, girl, we're
Yeah.
fine. We're cool. We're in the club of where we need to be with
Totally.
food.
We're so relevant.
Food fads or whatever. Yeah, we're so relevant.
I know.
Actually, speaking of that, do we feel like there's enough vegetable going on in your meal? Like maybe it also needs a little like roasted cauliflower or
Roasted
something.
cauliflower. I have riced. I have like frozen
Oh
rice.
yeah. Let's think about, because
Um,
don't you feel like you just need, I mean, it has pumpkin as a vegetable. It
mhm.
has the golden beet as a vegetable, but I just feel like it could use even more vegetables. Maybe just a simple side salad, because you have some greens in your house, or no?
Yeah, I have some greens. Or I have peppers too. Like I could use the peppers on there.
I wish that here's where we're going to admit something together. I want to like peppers. I
Really? You
really
don't?
want to like peppers. I want to like them. I want to like stuff them like everybody's doing.
Yeah.
I want to lean in. And then the only kind of pepper, but here's what I tell people too. You agree with me, I'm sure, is that you can't say you just don't like peppers overall. I don't enjoy peppers in every way, but those
Right.
mini snackable peppers are fabulous.
Yes.
I love those.
Those are fun.
Those are fun. So it's like, you know what I tell people, don't say you don't like something. You don't like it maybe a certain way. I don't like it many ways. I don't like
Yeah.
it many ways, but there is one way I like it. Mini baby peppers, because they are
Ooh.
little party peppers, basically.
I don't like green ones. Like I
Oh.
don't like green ones at all.
Yeah.
Give me all the colors, but not green.
See, look at that. Then we're in the same boat that we're not
Yeah.
like we got to find our own way to enjoy them. Well, so
Right.
all right, I don't know if peppers really go though, right?
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking, they're in like Thai curry type things. But
Yeah.
what about like carrot ribbons? Like I have long carrots. Yes.
This is what you get for that.
Ooh,
You
oh my
get
God.
a disco
Yes.
ball.
I didn't know there was a prize.
Oh yeah, actually you're the first one to ever receive a prize. So there you go. That is it. Think about this with cashews and carrot ribbons
Yes.
on freaking top. Are you freaking kidding me right now?
That'd
Okay.
be amazing.
Let's do a recap. Of what this meal is. Okay. So this would
Okay.
be the first professional pantry party that I've ever done where I actually have
Whoa.
done a recap. Because usually I'm like, great ideas. See you later. Okay. So what is our recap? You take it away and I'll fill in gaps if we need to.
Okay, pizza crust. We're going to start with a pizza crust, but this
Okay.
could be on a wrap as well.
Okay.
So the base is going to be like a coconut curry Thai flavor, turmeric infused goodness.
Yes.
We're going to have the roasted beet cubes on top, carrot ribbons, and crunchy cashews.
And your chicken. Put a little shred of chicken on there.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes. Can you taste though the idea of like pumpkin, coconut,
Oh yeah,
turmeric?
pumpkin.
Kind of
Oh my
like
God.
there.
Forgot pumpkin.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to envision this. Okay. So
Pumpkin
for real,
coconut
it's a
sauce.
lot of ingredients, but that's good. It's good for your gut health to have a lot of different ingredients. So we got the pizza crust. The sauce is the pumpkin, coconut, turmeric, black pepper. So it's like you said, sort of like that curry inspired stuff. Then we have chicken shreds on top. If you do decide to bake off your golden beet, I can see like golden beet pieces on there.
Mhm.
Then when that hot bubbliness is coming out, it gets topped with some carrots and it gets topped with cashews. I love it. No,
I'm
really
gonna make
think
that.
No, I'm serious. I do think this is delicious. And that's when I get the actual real pantry party show. I think probably it's going to be like forced to make it actually with the guests. But for now, we're done. This was the pantry party.
No, I love
fun.
it. That sounds great. And like, you can like a pizza crust is like such a good blank slate, but you just get kind of stuck into like the same, okay, I'm going to put the same types of stuff on it anyways. And so this is so different and I love it.
It's so wild. And being Chicago girls, let's just point out, can't go wrong with a pizza.
Never. Ever.
Although my husband keeps on typing over and over and over at Urban Bourbonist. It's like, where's the cheese? Where's the cheese? Where's the cheese? Sir, your goodness is coming from cashews. And if we were really getting fancy, I mean, you could blend up the cashews into a cream and make like a cashew cream.
Oh my God.
But I feel like the crunch, I would want the crunch. So anyway.
True.
Okay.
You do some Parmesan. Like I sprinkle Parmesan on everything if I'm like, I need some cheese.
There you go, Urban Bourbonist. If you need some on your piece, you can sprinkle some Parmesan on there. Oh, Maggie, this has been so much fun. Before we conclude, would you remind everybody where they can go to get more Maggie Pumpkin?
Yes, you can go to Once Upon a Pumpkin and you can go to onceuponapumpkinrd.com.
Oh, you know what? I like that. That's your website is Once Upon a Pumpkin RD.com and your handle is at Once Upon a Pumpkin. You're a delight. You are a next door neighbor.
Thanks for having me. I know. You're the best, honestly. I owe it all to you. My idol,
I love
the
you.
RD superstar.
As you're accepting your awards and be like,
I'll take that now.
I'll give you all the love.
No,
yes,
seriously, you're awesome.
Thank you. And thanks for being part of the Pantry Party.
Yes.
And tune in. And you can find your episode too on YouTube. I'm going to post it later today.
Oh my God, amazing. Yeah, I've been loving all your episodes. They're amazing. Keep it
love
up.
it. Enjoy your dinner that we meal
I'm going to show you when it's done.
Oh my gosh, I will share it all over the universe because I think this is the fanciest one we've done yet.
Ooh, okay.
Love it.
Sounds good.
Love you. Thank you.
Bye, love you. Bye.
See you everybody at the Pantry Party tomorrow noon Central Time. Mwah, mwah, mwah.